So before I get into today's discussion, which will be a case study about a previous client that I have to give you a disclaimer. So my client's situation was unique to their own situation, and many factors contributed to the success of what we did together. And everyone's situation is so unique and so different that your outcomes may be different. But I do want to reiterate to you that your child will thrive in any environment that is set up to match their needs. So, good morning and hello Thursday. Today's topic of discussion is a case study about how my client went from struggling with their 2-year-old hitting them to get what they wanted to replacing the hitting without punishing them. So, let's get into it. So when my client's child first started hitting, the response to the hitting was simply saying no hitting. However, the hitting persisted and it was frustrating for both my client and their 2-year-old because my client was getting hit and their 2-year-old was not getting what they wanted. So my client tried punishing them by putting them in timeout. And not only did this not work, but it was hard on both of them. So instead, I coached my client on how to get curious about why their child was hitting. We followed a 3-step procedure to understand why the hitting was happening based on their natural interaction. So first, we looked at what was happening before the hitting, and we looked at how my client was responding to that. Then we looked at those patterns to understand exactly what their 2-year-old was trying to communicate. And finally, we created and implemented a plan to teach a new, easier behavior to replace the hitting. And we did this with no punishment necessary. So not only did my client not have to use timeout, which they both dreaded, but their 2-year-old was also able to get their needs met. Now here's the key. With practice, my client's 2-year-old completely stopped hitting within 1 week and no longer hit for 5 months after that. This 3-step process helps us understand the basics of human behavior, and understanding the basics of human behavior makes us all more understanding and patient and loving. And those things make our parenting experiences so much more amazing and enjoyable. And this is exactly why I've included how to use this 3-step procedure in Chapter 3, Speaking Their Language of the Inside Scoop. So if you are a parent new to navigating autism and you value understanding and patience and teaching in how you parent, and you really want to understand the basics of human behavior so that you can understand what your child is doing and saying in certain situations, then the Inside Scoop is for you. So send me a DM, get in my DMs, and we can have a conversation to see if the Inside Scoop is for you.